these are the games you have to win if you're taking six.
After shooting the 6'4", number 5, Anthony Edwards!
We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Pascal Siakam.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. TJ McConnell is out there with Nembhard. And it's Wong in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for Minnesota, some big guys down front on the block. Towns and Gobert. Conley and Edwards are the guards. And it's Ingles in at the small forward. Stan, what are you keeping your eye on here as we go down the stretch of the season?
Well, I like the battle for playoff positioning and seeding. I think home court is really, really important, especially, Kevin, and you've done a lot of them. When you get to Game 7 in a series, you want that on your home floor.
And by now, we know how much it would mean to MP to win Rookie of the Year. He recognizes he's only got one shot at it.
And everything he's done lately has only made his case stronger. He's showing the kind of poise and maturity that not many rookies have. Put that together with his physical skills, and it's easy to see why he's so special.
Now, here's McConnell. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in.
And that shot was well contested, but Siakam's just too tricky for it. It puts his skills to work and able to get to the basket.
Now here's Towns. What a tremendous game he played against Utah. Mr. Gobert. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Ingles can't get it to go. Towns against Siakam. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Conley. And they're running. Pass to Edwards. A baseline J. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
Nembhard, the pass to Long. Here's Nembhard. For 3, Siakam. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now, here's Ingles. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to McConnell. Here's Wong. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Here's Siakam. Michael Conley making his last shot. Siakam, no good on the fadeaway.
Well, come on, guys. Did you really think they'd shoot 100% for the game?
Right side, Edwards. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Here's McConnell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Pacers shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good for McConnell. Here is Edwards. With his average of more than 32 points a game, he's giving opponents nightmares with his fire problem. Latrey hits the three-point bomb. Edwards got 7 points in the game.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Here's Wong. Gobert with the block.
Well, you have to be aware of Gobert on the floor. He's got a few Defensive Player of the Year trophies.
Ingles kicks to Conley. Edwards looking it over. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Nembhard the pass to Wong. A shake. Yep, it counts. Wong's got his second bucket tonight.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. Now, we spoke about the problems that Pascal Siakam brings to the table, and he told me Pascal is so good with room to operate, you need to find him in transition and take away space when he has the ball. Of course, that's easier said than done. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And the shot goes in. 6 points for him.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Pass to Ingles. Now Towns. Fires the three. They get it back. And Gobert throws it down.
That's just an excellent save by Gobert. Grabbing that rebound and getting his team a second opportunity.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. McConnell against Conley. Now, here's McConnell. Not a lot of room. Nembhard. Good. And McConnell gets the assists. McConnell's got his 4th assist in this one. Timberwolves trail by 7. Outside, Towns. Ingles kicks to Edwards. Here's the three. Hands it from downtown. Edwards got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Minnesota.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
McConnell scanning the floor. To the inside. Here's Wong. That one's not going to go. Gobert with the defensive effort. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks. Ingles kicks to Edwards. Outside, Towns. Clock at 6. Out to Edwards. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pacers leading by 4. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
Here is Edwards after the made shot from Long. Back to Edwards. Count it from 12. Edwards got 12.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And a wide open look for Siakam. Offline with his 3. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. 4-point game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Minnesota making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Then for the Pacers, Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for Nesmith. McConnell passes to Wall. In the corner, it's Toppin. Indiana moving it around. Pass to Mathurin. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
On defense, the Timberwolves trailing by 4. Nembhard, the pass to Wall. 6 to shoot. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Indiana.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
On the free throw, no good. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step. Well, I like when Gobert's teammates use his length on offense. Textbook alley-oop there.
McConnell off a pick from Long. McConnell passes to Long. Over Gobert. And he overshot that one, missing. Timberwolves trail by 4. Pass to Conley. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Conley's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, Conley knows where his team needs him to be in transition, taking full advantage of the fast break opportunity.
Here's Wong, defended by Gobert. Shot's good by Wong. Wong's got 12.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Nembhard covering. Ingles in the corner. Outside Conley. Ingles with a screen on McConnell. And Michael Conley good for 3. Conley's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, look, Conley's known as a great passer, but he's also a fantastic three-point shooter.
Nembhard with it. Last game we saw him score 14. Toppin passes to McConnell. Mathurin for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Ingles. Gobert dishes to Ingles. And Conley gets it to go. The assist from Ingles. 10 points for him.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Now, here's McConnell. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Mathurin passes to Long. The 9-foot shot. Minnesota with the rebound. 1:41 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now Towns. Toppin covering. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
Now McConnell. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee. Up top, Mathurin. To end the run. Bangs home the trifecta.
And for a classic two-guard like Mathurin, you have to knock down threes with consistency.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
And that one misses.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Here's Reed. Boy, that went against the Jazz. He's another guy who really showed up to play. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Pass to Toppin. Mathurin with the ball. McDaniels defending. McConnell against Conley. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Edwards fires from way outside. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Timberwolves lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. In the post, it's Toppin and Turner. Andrew Nembhard is out there with T.J. McConnell. And it's Neesmith in at the 3 spot. No good on the free throw. Stan, I've always admired you come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Dillingham with the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Indiana's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Pass to Turner. Neesmith with the ball. Here's Toppin. A three-pointer off the mark. Minnesota's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
Pass to Neesmith. Sinks the triple. Neesmith has got his first 3 points of the game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Oh, here's Edwards. A 26-point game for him in the win against Utah. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
He throw good, Edwards.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
The Pacers making a switch here. Wong's checked in. And Edwards drops them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Outside Turner. Pass to Neesmith. Here's Nembhard. And McDaniels with the block.
A swat from McDaniels. With a near 7-foot wingspan, he can cover a lot of ground.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejection. Wow.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead change, it's 6 already.
Edwards finds Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Miles Turner. Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
The first one falls.
Well, the biggest thing Naz Reid brings to your team, spacing. Reid can play the 5 and hit threes. There aren't a lot of guys like him.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Gobert, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Dillingham. He doesn't get the second one. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
The Pacers shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
Second team foul. 1 shot. Wall.
Find the lane. Find the lane. 1 shot.
And the free throw, no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Pass to Edwards. And the wide open shot from Reed. Another miss by Minnesota. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. This is their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
No, especially with the seasons they were having. They were both top teams.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels, possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
The first free throw is good.
And you think back to when McDaniels was drafted. Everyone talked about his potential. Now they're talking about his consistency as a contributor, especially at the defensive end.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Outside Turner. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Nembhard. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Thursday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets.
And that game against Brooklyn, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen.
Oh, wow, what a quick move inside.
That is incredible. Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
McConnell kicks to Turner. Nembhard the pass to Wall. And so Indiana again turning it over. And no one has allowed fewer points since the All-Star break than these teams you see before you now. The Timberwolves, #1.
And they've shown no slippage defensively. If anything, they've become more stifling since the break. I mean, they're playing inspired, passionate basketball at that end of the floor.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Furphy, no good. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep in the second. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Towns, he's checked in for Reed. And it's Joe Ingles in for McDaniels. Conley against McConnell. Oh, good with the triple.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And here's Edwards from the arc.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Here's Wong, defended by Towns. Wong's shot is off.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Pass to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Gobert. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, the magician in that last matchup against the Bucks was tremendous. He scored 32 points, and per usual, he was a monster on the glass, picking up pretty much every board that came his way. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. We'll see what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And it seemed inevitable that they were going to lose that game with how they struggled, but in the end, they had an opportunity to win it.
Yeah, and those are the type of losses that kept me up late at night. They were 1-2 plays away. You think about every possibility just to get one or two more buckets.
To the paint. Now the Pacers moving it up. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
The Pacers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. Siakam is checked in for Indiana. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Aaron Nesmith. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier. But I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
Pass to Furphy. Siakam, a screen on Ingles. Offensive rebound. Back to McConnell. Here's Furphy. Outside Mathurin. McConnell, he makes that one drop. Only a second and 5 tries.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Ingles passes to Towns. Now Dillingham. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Dillingham's got 5.
Well, that's a solid pass by Towns. Excellent job spotting and hitting the open man.
Pass to Furphy. Outside Mathurin. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. 8 points for him.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Just 3 to shoot from past the arc. Wong with the rebound. Wong's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Here's Siakam. It's rebounded by Towns.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
A 3. Here's Gobert. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And Gobert showing how much he wanted that basket.
Pass to Furphy. Floats one. Wong. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. McDaniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. Obi Toppin's checked in for the Pacers.
Substitution on the court.
Timberwolves trail.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to Ingles. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Dillingham. He's covered by McConnell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
And Greg, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defenders.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down.
And he makes the first. James Wiseman, he's checked in for the Magician. That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's a minute 47 left here in the second. And here's McConnell. He has 7. Pass to Mathurin. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, that athleticism of Mathurin is what makes him such a tough one to guard.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Mathurin.
And I like the drive of this kid. Mathurin, really a team player.
Mathurin hits them both. It's a close game here in Minnesota. Ingles passes to Towns.
Well, when you're a scorer like Towns, you're going to have defenders all over you. That's why you have to make your trips to the line count.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
First one falls for him.
The #1 pick in the 2015 NBA draft, Towns continues to prove why he's a top big man in this league.
And Towns drops them both.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Pass to Mathurin. Here's Furphy. Puts up a 3. And it's Mathurin missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Gobert down low. He's covered by Wiseman. Ingles with the screen for McDaniel. Just 5 on the clock. Over Mathurin. Nails the baby hook. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
A smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Now McConnell. He has 7. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Here's Ingles. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse. Ingles has got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota. Here's McConnell. Here he goes. Over Dillingham. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Minnesota on top, up by 4. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
Hello, everybody. Let's start out with a look at the recently announced Players of the Week. In the Western Conference, Luka Doncic.
No stranger getting recognized. Doncic stuffs the stat sheet pretty much every night. Controls the pace of the game. Superstar.
Would you say he's a little bit like Magic?
Let's not get crazy, Ernie.
And talking about our game, Rudy Gobert has been dominant in that first half.
You look at his work on the glass, it's really about the attitude, guys. You have to want those boards. This guy's been eating. That's right. Hey, Kenny, can you pass me the salt? Chomp, chomp.
I get it. Chomp, chomp. Yeah, so much rebounding. It's about desire, Shaq. But it also is pretty good that you can still chomp, chomp, and have a good position in there.
Great to hear from you two champions.
Ooh.
Oh, you guys are just mad that I didn't bring you any. Ernie, can you pass me the soda? Thank you.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from the Magician in this one.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
Minnesota leading by 4. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Some big guys down front on the block. Towns and Gobert. And it's Ingles in at the 3. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Nembhard the pass to Long. That's tipped. It's stolen by Edwards. Ingles in the corner. Pass to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Here's Nembhard. Pass to Nesmith. Hits it from 3-point range. Nesmith has got 9 points.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Now here's Conley. He's got 10. And slam dunk by Gobert. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 14 rebounds.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Pass to Nesmith. No good from outside.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
The kick out to Towns. And the 3 off target. Pacers trail by 6 to the middle. Shots good by Siakam. He's got 7.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Gobert with it. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Conley's shot is off. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Down low, here's Wong. That's good. It's McConnell with the assist. Now just a 2-point Minnesota lead.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. 4 on the clock. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Indiana's gone 7 of 15 from 3-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Here's Wong, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Wong's got the game tied up here for the Pacers. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Towns looking it over. And it goes down 2 points. And 12 points for Conley.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
McConnell against Conley. Neesmith. And Neesmith with the slam.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And here's Edwards. 21 points in the game. Pass to Towns. Gobert with it. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, Gobert is used to this in the paint. Given his height, it's difficult to contest him cleanly.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Gobert.
Well, known for being an exceptional defender, Gobert also has a good sense for when he should look to score.
Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
Now Siakam. He's got 7. Here's Neesmith. Drills it from outside. Neesmith has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Pacers. Here's Conley. A 2-point game. Mr. Gobert. Outside Edwards. To Gobert. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And this is where you want Gobert to have the ball.
For Indiana, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. And here is Neesmith. Now, here is Siakam. Defended by Towns. Here's Neesmith. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. The guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking it in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky is the limit. And here's Edwards from the arc. Traps in the tray. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, this is why Edwards is a nightmare for defenses. He can drive right through you or pull you apart from range like this.
Going inside. Lays it up and banks it in. McConnell's got 9. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's going to nail me.
Outside Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Well, once Edwards saw his opening, it was game over. He delights in sticking it to you like this.
Siakam passes to Wall. In the corner, it's Neesmith. Siakam for 3. And the 3 ball is good. 10 points for him.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with the team. McDaniels is checked in for Joe Ingles. Then for the Pacers, Turner's checked in for the Magician. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for T.J. McConnell. McDaniels finds Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. Pass to Gobert. They get a hand on it. Here's Nembhard. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Now here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Mathurin. Towns kicks to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Over Mathurin. And he can't bank that one in.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Nembhard. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Pacers leading by 4. Siakam outside. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Minnesota's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Indiana's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. That one goes. Count it. Siakam's got 7 now in this quarter.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Shoots over Nembhard. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. 14 points for Conley.
Well, Conley has that steady floor general demeanor. They love to have him running the pick and roll.
Turner finds Siakam. Turner with a screen on Towns. Out to Turner. Pass to Nembhard. And they pick up 2. Nembhard's got 7 points in the game.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Conley with it. 14 points for him. Now Towns. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Pass to Siakam. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Conley left side. And stolen by Siakam. It's Nembhard on the wing. Banked in off the glass. And now an 8-point Indiana lead.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Conley inside the line. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And Mathurin has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Here's Nesmith. And yes, it's good. Nesmith has got 12 points in just the second half.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear it. What's not in session? What's the future?
changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. Indiana also making some changes. Jackson comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Toppin subbed in for Nesmith. Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside, Towns. Pass to Reed. 1:25 left in the third quarter. Now here's Towns. Rebounded by Jackson.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And battling against the interior of that defense, nice to see that Mathurin has that toughness.
And the first one drops. Mathurin hits them both. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Timberwolves trail by 12. Now, Alexander Walker. Towns, a screen on Mathurin. Pass to Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Toppin finds Nembhard. Towns comes with a double team. The shot by Turner no good. Minnesota's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. In the corner, Dillingham with it. Pass to Towns. Over Turner. Misses and the dry spell continues. Mathurin passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their transition game has been in full effect. We'll get right back to the action when we return. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got Toppin. Jackson is out there with the Magician. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's McConnell in at the point. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Pacers substitution. Number 13, James Wiseman.
Now, here's Toppin. Defended by Alexander Walker.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Timberwolves trail by 17. And here's Edwards. Inside. Reed gets the bucket.
And Reed is a very active player. Love seeing him be this aggressive inside.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Pass to Toppin. Indiana moving the ball over. And it's Mathurin missing. Timberwolves shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Gillingham with it. Here's McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. They set the pick from the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Wong. And Dillingham over to help. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Wiseman the pass to McConnell. Just 5 to shoot. Nailed from three-point land. And that's 15 points here for Benedict Mathurin. Timberwolves trail by 18. Edwards inside. Defended by Mathurin. Edwards, that's good.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now, here's McConnell. Guarded closer. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
2 shots. Wow.
That free throw, no good. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Conley's checked in. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Timberwolves trail by 16. Alexander Walker up top, covered by Wong. Reed with a screen for Edwards. Takes the three. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got 5 points in the quarter.
Such a confident shooter. Reed was ready as soon as the ball got to him.
Toppin kicks to McConnell. Toppin sets a screen for McConnell. And it's in there. And the Pacers lead by 15.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And it's Edwards, top of the key. Fires the three. Wiseman with the rebound. Pacers have gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Back to Mathurin. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. And that's 18 points here for Benedict Mathurin. Mathurin against Edwards. Here's Reed. And the layup's good off the glass.
Superb focus from Reed. He excels at using his strength to push through contact inside.
McConnell passes to Toppin. Over to the wing. Here's Wiseman. That one rolling around and rims out. Timberwolves trail by 16. Outside Edwards. Alexander Walker with the ball. Outside Conley. Over McConnell. Conley's shot is off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Now Mathurin. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Here's Alexander Walker. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
Here's Wong. McDaniels defending. They get it back. And a wide open look for Mathurin. Sinks the three-pointer. Mathurin's got 11 points here in just the second half. Timberwolves trail by 17. Here's Alexander Walker. Reed with a screen on Toppin. Pocket 4. Alexander Walker passes to McDaniels. Wong with the rebound. Pacers leading by 17. And it's Wiseman in the corner. Here's Wong. McDaniels defending. Timberwolves have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. This one for 3. The Pacers pull it in. Pass to Toppin. Wiseman dishes to Toppin. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Towns comes in for Alexander Walker. Indiana also making some changes. Siakam is checked in for Wiseman. Neesmith comes in for Toppin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for Benedict Mathurin. Outside Conley. Outside Towns. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
There's the drive. And McConnell gets it to go. Now here's Conley. Pass to Edwards. Shoots over Nembhard. And there's Edwards on the assist from Conley. Conley's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Pacers leading by 17. And here's McConnell. And again, it's Indiana converting.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Here's Edwards. Wong with the rebound.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. The 10-footer. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. To the inside. Here's Neesmith. And the rejection by Towns. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Towns. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Joe Ingles.
For 3, Siakam knocks down the 3-ball. Siakam's got 10 points here in the second half.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Edwards passes to Ingles. Towns for 3. Doesn't go that time.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Now the Pacers with it. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Wong, defended by Towns.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Ingles kicks to Towns. Off target from outside.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Neesmith with the ball. Gobert on him. Here's Wong. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Wong's got 5 points now this quarter. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. The Timberwolves shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Edwards passes to Gobert. Trying to end the drought, and it's good for two.
You know Gobert's defense is always in the spotlight. But what about his scoring tonight?
McConnell with it. To the paint. Here's Wong, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Timberwolves shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Outside Edwards. Outside Towns. And a few years back, the NBA coach decided to change how they do take fouls. It appears it's had the impact they wanted, don't you think?
I certainly do, Kevin. I thought it was a great rule change. There's almost nothing more exciting in NBA basketball than the fast break. And take fouls were limiting that. Now that we've gotten rid of those, we're really getting to see the athleticism of NBA players.
Yeah, because we want to see the finish, don't we? You want to see what happens when they do get off on that kind of break.
That's where the excitement happens.
Now Conley. Pass to Gobert. .129 left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Gobert with a screen on McConnell. And here's Conley outside. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Indiana.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this team, obviously one of the elite teams. They've played with heart and passion for the game all season long, and the wins for them just keep rolling along. And tonight, it'll make win number 63.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the more valuable highlights of the game was the great night it turned out to be for the Magician.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Conley the pass to Towns. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, look, Towns is an elite big man shooter. He's very dangerous when he gets breathing room from deep.
Here's McConnell. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Wong. Floats it up there for Siakam. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
That's what I'm talking about.